Okay, ladies and gentlemen, we're going to finally finish up section 2.1. But part of the reason I tried to break it into so many segments, section 2.1 is very important, especially those of you going on into college algebra. You really want to catch the concept of function, how a relation is a set of ordered pairs. A function is a relation in which x values don't cheat. A lot of good important skills in here. So please, I hope you're spending some study time on this. Okay, this is actually a fairly easy question. Determine if this relation is a function. When you see the ordered pair 3, -1, what it means is 3 promises itself to -1 forever. Well, later on that day, 3 is out with 4. That's not happening. So the reason this is not a function, 3 is a cheater. It cannot pick -1 and then decide and change its mind later. Now here's what's not fair about functions. The y values can be the same. But if an x value repeats, what it usually means is it's changed its mind and it can't do that. So when you're deciding if something is a function, if a relation is a function, you look at the x value to determine if they're keeping their promises. Okay. The last question is actually a model. What this model tells us is how many motorcycles are being manufactured between the years 1985 and 1995. Notice that it's very clearly stated that x is the year, and notice that the n of x represents the number of motorcycles, but it's measured in thousands. So, if you're being asked to evaluate n of 1990 and then interpret the result in words, first thing you're being told to do is to take 1990 and plug it into the function. N of 1990 means put 1990 into the function n in place of x. So that's exactly what I'm going to do. That x right there that my cursor's on is going to become 1990. So we end up getting n of 1990 is 6.04 times the quantity 1990, that's what we filled in or plugged in, minus 1985 plus 30. You know, we could be lazy. Go ahead and use your calculator. And when we do, we come out with the answer 62.045. Now let's stop and think for a minute. 62 motorcycles and a fractional part of another one doesn't make sense as the number built in 1 year. Well, that's because we were told that the answer is in thousands. So whatever answer comes out, to make it right, you basically multiply it by 1,000, and that's equivalent to moving the decimal 3 places to the right. So the correct answer, n of 1990, is 62,045. So if I put that in words, what that means is, in the year 1990, remember 1990 was input, there were 62,045 motorcycles manufactured. 62,045 represents output. So in this particular case, 1990 represented x, 62,045 represented n of x, which was the output. All right. And that takes care of section 2.1.